What is up, guys? It's TimeForDillon, back at it again with another crypto video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. In today's video, I'm very excited. I have none other than the creator of CHEDDA. And I'm sure you guys probably have seen CHEDDA floating around on the internet, circulating through Twitter, because it is one of the hottest cryptos. I don't know if it's considered a meme token. We're going to find out today, though, guys. We're going to find out today. So I'm joined by none other than the Crypto Baller Bots himself, the creator of CHEDDA. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing awesome, and I'm so grateful you invited me.
So before we get started, I just want to know, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into the Cardano space, your history with the Cardano NFTs, just whatever you want to share with us?
Absolutely. My personal backstory with crypto is I dabbled for a few years and at a low level in Bitcoin and kind of the blue chip cryptos. But when Corona hit, I had a lot more time on my hand, and I invested hundreds, if not, many hundreds of hours in education. And I learned a lot about the crypto world. I got much deeper into the technology and the tokenomics, the teams behind every coin. And that journey led me to Cardano as one of the tokens that I owned. And having owned that token, I was learning about the technology and the blockchain. And somebody said, hey, somebody's spamming the Cardano blockchain with tokens. What are they doing? And it turned out that was space buds. And Alejandro Berry was dropping the buds, and no one knew what the heck was happening. They thought someone was spamming the chain.
Wow.
And I fumbled with my Uriel wallet, and I grabbed a few ADA from COINBASE, and I sent it over, and I bought 3 buds. And the process was so exciting and engaging. I was smitten.
I love it.
And I was one of those guys that thought, who wants to spend money for a JPEG? That's sort of the beginning of the evolution of NFTs. Like, You start off at the gate and you say, that's so stupid. Who's going to pay for a JPEG? And the deeper you go down the rabbit hole, the more you realize, this is way more than a JPEG.
That's awesome. Wow. So it's safe to say you're a legend, man. You're one of the OGs in the Cardano NFT space.
To be an OG is like a year in. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. See, and that's what's crazy about the crypto space is it just moves so fast. Like a week in crypto feels like a month. So what I want to ask you is this. Can you give me the history of CHEDDA and maybe give the viewers the use case so they know maybe this isn't a meme coin?
Absolutely. So in order to kind of grasp the full implications of CHEDDA and use cases of CHEDDA, you have to back up into a bird's eye view of the whole crypto baller bot narrative and ecosystem. So the narrative is relatively simple. In 3029, there was the war of the AIs, and one AI emerged victorious and enveloped all things. AI 0101010101, and as it was about to annihilate all things and press the total annihilation button, it came across the hip-hop archives. And being a curious AI, it chose to upload the golden age of hip-hop archives. So instead of creating destroyer bots, which were going to basically liquidate all of humanity and every living creature because they were all no longer of any use, they went the way of fiat. It instead infused all of its bots with a baller mentality. So they came out like funky, stylized, cool, hip-hop infused bots that just want to ball out. Now, because the AI was a logic bot, it looked through the history of hip hop for the meaning of money, because it wanted to create a new world currency, and it saw the word cheddar used many, many times. That was the most used word for money.
Wow.
But being a logical bot, the closest interpretation it could make was cheese. So it created cheddar, a cheese coin, and then minted a 1 quadrillion digital block of cheese in the center of the capital city, which is mined by BuffyBot and distributed to the masses. The bots use cheddar to buy swag and to stack cheddar to rise up on the baller boards so that they can unlock different rewards as they make their way to the top tier trillionaire, multi-trillionaire crypto baller bot. And as they make their way up, so technically you could get a common bot in the drop, but if you stack enough cheddar and collect enough swag, we'll pimp your bot at a certain level, and it will become a stupid legendary.
Wow.
So you have the ability to upgrade your NFT, and then you have a flex flip ability. So if you ever do want to flip it, first you got to flex it.
Wow, that's really cool. So you're telling us that CHEDDA is actually used for your NFT project?
It buys swag. It's actually buying more than swag now. CHEDDA has stepped outside of the BallerBot ecosystem already. We have an auction in CHEDDA. We just sold a gentleman named Mosey, who's an OG fine artist in the crypto space, put up one of his art pieces, and it sold for 12 billion CHEDDA.
Wow.
So we're already auctioning pieces off in CHEDDA. We also pay artists in CHEDDA. We pay people to spread CHEDDA. They're part of our decentralized marketing team. So you get a starter stack of 200 million CHEDDA. And if you give it away to 2 people on Twitter and get 2 shout outs and 2 followers for us, and come back, we double your stack of CHEDDA. So you're playing to earn in the CHEDDA game, but more importantly, you're helping us grow the community organically, and we're paying you to be part of our decentralized marketing army.
That's pretty awesome. So you're incentivizing the user to help spread the CHEDDA. I love it.
Yep.
Very cool.
Spread the CHED.
So can you tell the users a little bit about the NFT aspect of CHEDDA, the crypto baller bots? Can you tell the users how they can get their hands on them, how many there will be, the different rarities associated with the NFTs?
Absolutely. So, we're aiming for a 10K drop, which is extremely ambitious in this day and time. I've worked with a phenomenal artist named Imri, created by Imri. You can look him up on Instagram. He's spectacular. We have more than 200 layers for this drop. We've got about 4 different types. So we don't just have one head that we, shuffle a bunch of eyes and hair and mouths. No, we have 4 different heads and many different bodies and many different outfits. And we've got gold teeth and funky 1980s hip hop hats. And so these bots are all funky. The rarities haven't been decided yet because we haven't written a script yet.
Got it.
Me and Adam Dean of BuffyBot, we've been fortunate to have BuffyBot as our main developers. They are spectacular. Marco and Adam are 2 of the best in the business. They're the creators of Space Coins, and they're just Adam's a gigadev. I mean, he writes his own scripts. He doesn't just use the hash lip, which is awesome. I love hash lips personally, but he writes his own scripts from scratch. So we can really go in on some intricate plays on rarity. We haven't done it yet because I'm still marketing and building the community.
Yeah.
So we don't have a drop date because I'm not going to make the mistake of thinking if I drop it, they will come. No, you have to build a community now. The days of the 10K drop just hitting the ground and everybody buying it are long gone.
They are gone. Yep, that's true. Yeah, well, hey, that's cool. I respect that. That's pretty awesome, because most of these projects nowadays, you know, on CNFT and all the other websites you can find new projects on, man, they have no followers, they have no following, no community at all, and they're trying to get 10,000 people to buy their NFTs. It's like, no way. You have to make a name for yourself first. Like you guys. I heard about you guys on Twitter. I've seen you guys circulating on YouTube before I even sat down and talked with you guys. You know what I mean? So you guys are doing it right. Congratulations. I really hope you guys, I really wish you guys success. And you guys working with BuffyBot and that whole team, really excited to see what's going to happen. Is there anything that you guys want to say, to your viewers right now, to your following, to your community? What do you want to let them know?
I want to say that CHEDDA is kind of the gateway into the BuffyBot system, but CHEDDA was created for you. It wasn't created for me. A typical meme coin is created for the developer to pump it and dump it and kind of make his money off of the community. This was not designed to be that way. This CHEDDA was designed to be decentralized as its end game and in the hands of as many people who believe in the system and appreciate the artwork and the thought that has gone into building something of value, and the talents of the community that they use to infuse CHEDDA and the bots with their own personal touch. So CHEDDA is being distributed so that you can hold it and create value, because value is created by communities. If we say it's worth something, then it's worth something. And if you have a lot of it, then you have a lot of something that's worth something. So I came out of semi-retirement to do this. I have crypto. I didn't do, like, I bought good cryptos that did this for me. I own cryptos that the people behind those cryptos made sure those cryptos were worth something by building ecosystems and communities that support their token. So that's what I'm saying. I'm simply trying to do the same in the NFT world so that your NFT is worth a lot, and then the fun CHEDDA token is also worth a lot more than you paid for it, which is virtually possible because at the onset, it's free. So we can't get much cheaper than free. And the truth is, we've just opened the CHEDDA ATM, and it's actually 1 ADA to 100 million CHEDDA. So 3 weeks ago, it was 0, and it's already worth 1 ADA to 100 million. And we are going to increase that value, not for me, but for you and me.
Straight up. Hey, and I respect that. That's what's awesome. I'm super excited about your guys' project. It sounds super cool. Before I let you go, people want to know, arguably probably the most important thing about any meme token or any awesome crypto disguised as a meme token, the tokenomics. Can you run those down for us real quick?
Absolutely. It's fairly simple. There's 1 quadrillion. It's 1 quadrillion because it's supposed to be spent. It's not a Bitcoin. You don't want to hoard CHEDDA. You do want to stack it, but you want to feel comfortable using it. So we made the market cap high. It's basically mined in blocks of 100 billion and distributed in starter stacks of 200 million. Its utility is buying swag, stacking, trading, and value add. The value add is the talent of the community. Now BuffyBots is a trilogy. So the first drop is BuffyBots based off of graffiti. Everything's based off of a pillar of hip hop. The first pillar is graffiti. So BuffyBots is going to be our first drop, but BuffyBots is a trilogy. And I'm playing with the idea that the last leg of the trilogy, we will add a melt mechanism so that CHEDDA then becomes deflationary. So as the project closes, as the trilogy finishes, CHEDDA becomes more and more valuable because it becomes more and more scarce. But these are things on the roadmap, and it's a very living roadmap. You know, honestly, most of the best things that have happened weren't on the roadmap. So I think you have to have an open roadmap with a direction, but you have to leave room for serendipity, because some of those things are just beyond what you could have even planned.
Exactly, because the Cardano NFT space and just crypto in general is changing and evolving so fast, so rapidly. It's like you don't know what's going to come out in 2 weeks. And if it comes out in 2 weeks and it's sick, we're going to add that to our project.
Exactly. It's like it's finance at the speed of innovation. It's business at the speed of innovation. It's creativity at the speed of innovation. It's marketing at the speed of innovation. So innovation, the speed of innovation, like you just said, is moment to moment. So you don't want to lock yourself into something that's going to be old tomorrow when, you know, some genius just figures out how to innovate. You want to be fluid.
Exactly.
And what's so beautiful is as single projects, we can be fluid. We can pivot really quick.
Exactly. And you know what? It's cool that you guys mention that up front, right from the get-go. You let your community know that. That way they aren't surprised when you guys do implement a change. So that's pretty cool. Congrats. You know, I want to thank you for coming on and sharing your project with my community. Hopefully, my community can now become part of your community and vice versa. Because, hey, after all, the Cardano NFT space, that's what we are. We're one big community, guys. So everyone, go follow this guy's Twitter. Go follow his social media accounts. Check out his white paper that he just dropped, right? You just dropped that white paper?
Yeah, we call it the cheese paper. It's yellow.
The yellow paper, hey. So I'll make sure to link all that down below in the description, as always. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Before I let you go, though, I have one very important question for you. Since you said that your NFT project is very, very hip-hop related, it's a simple question. Biggie or Pac?
Oh, man, dude, that is so rough, dude. So,
I had to drop that bomb on you.
I grew up on the Lower East Side, right?
Okay.
So it was Biggie all the way.
Got it.
But then when I lived overseas, I listened to Changes. I was in the barbershop and somebody played Changes. And dude, I was smitten by Tupac too, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, Biggie was the man. Like his flow, his wordplay, his swag. But Tupac was, I mean, he was speaking from the heart.
Yeah.
You know, he was. So there was I really wish I could pick one. It's almost like two sides of a coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Good answer. I'll accept that. Because I kind of feel the same way. I love Biggie because I love the melodies and I love, like you said, the flow. But Pac, you know, I'm from LA, so I gotta love Pac, you know, biased, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you know, Pac's a lyricist, man. And you're right, he speaks from the heart. Exactly. But hey,
he wasn't afraid to be vulnerable. You know, that like back, you know, everyone else was trying to be hard, and you know, he had those moments, but he'd speak about his weaknesses as well. That was like next level.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, hey man, thank you so much for deciding to come on. We really appreciate it. All you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a beautiful night wherever you guys are. Dylan is out.